Hello and welcome back to the Review Crew, Orange Television Network's two-time reigning show of the year. I am a white, cisgender TRF male.
And I'm a white female. I've never seen a movie, but they let me in here because I'm a girl and I am not a TRF major.
Mission accomplished. So, here at the Review Crew, we are not Sorry, I messed up. Can we have a... Oh, it's one take? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess today we'll be reviewing Crazy... What's that? Oh, wait. Live from studio... We have other shows on OTN? Oh, that's news to me. So I guess we'll be reviewing our sister show, Live from Studio B. Are you sure that was the right letter? Oh. Yes, well... Let's show the clip. Let's kick it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season 4 of Live from Studio B. Woo! We are so excited to be back for another season, and I am so excited to be back as your co-host and introducing our new co-host.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. You might know me from Mackenzie with a Microphone, but now I'll be hosting with Eliot, and I'm super excited to get started.
And I am the aforementioned Eliot. So let's get right into it.
All right.
So college football season is in full swing now, and the AP rankings have gone out multiple times, the top 25, and Syracuse hasn't made those rankings yet. Yeah. But we wanted to go over a list of things that Syracuse does rank number 1 at.
Syracuse University ranks number 1 at the amount of keg stands done on a Wednesday.
We are number 1 in students who will give a lap dance to Abe Lincoln.
We are the number 1 university in Go Puff condom sales.
We are number 1 in students who get STDs from toilet seats. And just in students who get STDs. Thanks, Go Puff.
We are number 1 in students who say they would vote for Joe Biden, but won't actually remember to vote.
We are number 1 in students who say, "Rise and grind," to friends who passed out of the party an hour ago.
We are number 1 in viral videos. No, not that one. Not that one either. Definitely not that one. That one, yeah.
We are number 1 in celebrating the month of May in April.
We are number 1 in students who think that Carmelo Anthony can still play basketball.
We are number 1 in white people whose only black friend is the statue of Ernie Davis.
And finally, we are number 1 at being ranked number 12 in the ACC. But really, we are so excited to be back here at SU, especially because Eliot and I are both sophomores this year. Basically, we don't have to deal with all of the new troubles that the freshmen do.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, over the summer, they increased the price of Syracuse University's tuition to about $73,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, which begs the question, what can you do with that amount of money? So we did a little bit of research, and here's what we came up with.
You could feed a family of 4 for 25 years.
You could rent a 1-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn for about 30 months.
Or you could rent a 1-bedroom apartment in the Upper East Side for like 20 minutes.
You could buy 12,498.44, go Q's, cheese quesadillas.
You could buy 723 bottles of Alex Jones's Force DNA Plus pills. Or you could buy the entire contents of Alex Jones's online store 11 times.
You could buy 18,091 copies of National Treasure.
You could get a full penis transplant, or if you already have a penis, you could get it enlarged 5.5 times.
You could get arrested for indecent exposure and post bail for yourself 3 times. On a similar note, you could commit arson and bail yourself out of jail once. So it's kind of a choose your own adventure, like commit arson, indecent exposure, you gotta kind of pick one. But however, you should never try both at once because you will burn your penis off, and remember, you can only afford one transplant.
And remember, this list is things that cost less than $73,000, and I'd like to add another one, 3 nights of intense pleasure with Eliot Fish. Whoa. Numbers at the bottom.
No. Adding on to that, or you could get an actual hooker. Wait, Eliot, you wrote this. You spent that much on a hooker?
Well, yeah, $72,000. Why? Did your hooker cost less money?
My hook? What?
Who's your guy? Did I not get the deal?
Oh my goodness, Eliot.
Speaking of hookers, Tiger Woods. Mackenzie, is Tiger Woods your guy? Is he your hooker?
Oh my goodness, I don't have a hooker, Eliot.
Okay. Tiger Woods won his first golf tournament in 5 years. Nike is still hesitant to endorse him, though, after he took the just do it mentality a little bit too far.
Tiger credited his win to all of his practices driving under the influence. Bill Cosby has been sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for sexual assault. Bill Cosby, once known as America's dad, now known as America's one neighbor that you walk past as quickly as possible.
Dunkin' Donuts is dumping the donuts and is going by just Dunkin' now. That's like being named Christopher and deciding to go by just Topher.
Pete Davidson called the city of Syracuse trash after visiting this summer. On the other hand, Ariana enjoyed her time here. Apparently, she loves trash. Pete Davidson.
A Penn State student is facing trial after charging $15,000 to his roommate's credit card for porn. When his lawyers told him they were going to get him off, he responded, "Again?"
Researchers at Syracuse have found in the latest study that cannabis won't actually reduce the intensity of your pain. Neither is therapy, but that doesn't stop me from trying. I know, it's sad, right?
Yeah. A British woman found herself in the hospital, and this is a real story, after finding a turtle in her vagina from a long night of partying.
Yikes.
But you know, it could have been worse.
Worse than a turtle in your business, really?
Yeah, it could have been a snapping turtle.
Oh, no. No.
So that's all we got for the monologue, and we're gonna cut away right now. But when we come back, we'll be interviewing one of our correspondents, Brian, who's got some good information for us on getting around campus. We'll be right back.
In the black of night, through blue sky thinking, we thrive in green spaces. Here, we know gray most definitely matters. Even in whiteout conditions, we make things clear and sometimes strike gold. We see the world as it could be. We see the world in color. And at Syracuse University, all we see is orange.
Here at WAER, we're committed to bringing you stories about the Syracuse community. But we know you're busy. You may not always be able to tune into the radio at exactly the right time. So now we're getting you the stories you want, however you want them, whenever you want them. Whether it's through the NPR One app, on our website, or live on air, we're finding new ways to make sure you're getting the quality journalism you deserve. It's never been easier to access reporting you trust and care about.
Whether you're on campus, around town, or across the country, the Daily Orange is your free connection to everything SU and your source for college student perspective on the rest of the city and the world. We produce exclusive original content along with the latest extended coverage on all sports SU. Our free, independent, student-run newspaper is available at over 300 locations in the Syracuse area. The Daily Orange, the independent, student-run newspaper of Syracuse University.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, Syracuse University is a big campus, and students tend to have to rush if they need to get from one end to the other in a short amount of time.
Today we brought on a special guest who has a way to navigate campus a little bit quicker.
Please welcome Brian.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
So I understand that you have a bike.
I do. It's pretty standard. It's got the pedals and the handles and such.
So, Brian, why did you get your bike? What made you decide to get that?
Well, back when I didn't have a bike, sometimes I would see people on bikes, and I would think, man, it'd be nice to have a bike. So I got a bike.
So what's so great about having your bike on campus?
Well, typically if you're on a bike, you can go faster than if you weren't on a bike.
That's it? That's all there is to it?
Yeah.
So have you always been a fan of bikes?
Well, I learned how to bike when I was little, and then I guess I took a bike hiatus for a while, but then I got back on a bike again, and it was kind of like, like when you don't do something for a while, and then you do it again, like when you don't go to church for a while, and then you go back.
Oh, uncomfortable.
Yeah, but with bikes, you know?
Yeah.
So is there anything special about your bike?
Yeah, so my bike has stickers. It's got a lot of stickers on it, and the brakes don't work. But mainly the stickers. You can see the stickers here on my bike. It's got. Do you see the stickers?
Yeah, I see the stickers.
Wait, the stickers on your bike? Or?
Yeah, on my bike. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And did you put those on yourself, or?
She came with the stickers.
Do you have some sort of emotional attachment to your bike or something like?
Yeah, mostly because of the stickers.
Stickers on your bike?
Yeah, on my bike. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
But it's also pretty cool when I'm biking somewhere and then I see people doing not biking.
Walking.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm on a bike and you're not.
So it gives you a false sense of superiority, is what you're saying?
I'd say it's like half that and half bikes.
What?
Let's redirect. Brian, what's next for a cyclist like yourself?
Whoa, what's a cyclist? I'm just a guy with a bike.
Oh, sorry. What's next for a biker like yourself?
Guy with a bike.
What's next for a guy with a bike like yourself?
Well, I guess I'll probably bike somewhere.
Like home?
Yeah, I could bike home, or I could bike to the library, or I could bike to the bike shop. There's really no limit where you can bike. You can bike anywhere, as long as you got a bike.
Great, well that's all we have for Bikes with Brian. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks.
Round of applause for Brian. So, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
We actually sent out a person on the street, POTS as we call it, a person on the street to go find out what exactly the iSchool is about, because most Syracuse students don't really know what the iSchool does. So take a look.
Hello, I'm Adam J. Sperling, and I'm here with Live from Studio B to learn a little bit more about the iSchool. See, I'm a freshman here, and I think I know everything about Syracuse, but I don't know a thing about the iSchool. So I figured I'd head over there and see if I can learn some more. Let's go to the iSchool. I'm actually now here at the iSchool, which, as you can see, has a huge set of steps leading up to these massive pillars that say Carnegie Library, which obviously stands for iSchool. So I finally made it. I'm here inside the iSchool, ready to talk to some students about what they know, and maybe make me know things that I didn't know before. So we've got Sophie and Mackenzie here to talk to me about the iSchool. So can one of you just explain what the iSchool is?
So the iSchool is the School of Information Studies. More technical than Whitman. Yeah, pretty cool. I agree.
All right, I'm now here with David, who's in the iSchool fraternity. David. Hello.
Hello.
What is the difference between a computer?
What is the difference between a computer?
You heard me. Can you explain the iSchool frat to me?
Well, we are founded on the principles of professional development, philanthropy, and social advancement.
Can you say that in a real voice this time?
No.
Are we gonna shotgum some nice beers here?
No, we are not. Not in my good Christian Heinz Hall.
Can you tell me everything there is to know about Bitcoin in 10 words or less?
Don't invest in Bitcoin.
All right, so we've got a really special guest here. I've got Sarah Inoa, the project manager for international development. So, Sarah, can we get some information about what the iSchool really entails? May or can you hack into the mainframe?
Okay, so I'm taking a class where I could get into a mainframe.
So the iSchool is really a fun home for all things Yahoo, Yahoo Plus, and Bing.
Occasionally, we use Internet Explorer.
Okay, even I know no one uses Internet Explorer, so, you know. So now I'm in the depths of the iSchool. And as you can see, there's not a single person anywhere in this entire school. Now this room just says data, or data, depending on where you're from. All right, so we're gonna head up to the top floor of the iSchool. Let's see what we find. I think this is where they keep the nudes. And the asbestos. You know anyone who can hack into the mainframe for me?
I knew if I could tell you, I'd have to kill you.
Do you have anyone who can hack into Syracuse University's main website?
Maybe.
Is it you?
This interview's over.
Well, there you have it, the iSchool in all of its glory. It's been an honor reporting back to you from here as me, and I think it's pretty safe to say that this was my first and last man on the street. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, or night, or afternoon, or morning. They're all the same. To me, at least.
Well, thank you, Adam, for teaching us a little bit more about the iSchool. That was very, very insightful for all of us that didn't really know. So right after we come back from commercial, we have someone here from a member from First Year Players, a theater group here on campus. Stay
We'll be right
tuned.
back.
welcome back, everyone. So recently, first-year players, one of our organizations here at SU, announced that their spring musical will be Newsies. And here to talk a little bit more about it, we have CJ Santosuaso, the director of Newsies.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
That's awesome. So first, CJ, can you talk a little bit about what exactly FYP is?
So FYP is a theater group for non-theater majors for first year and transfer students. They can audition to be in the cast, crew, and pit. And then every year we put on a musical in the spring. And so we pick it in the fall, which we just did. And then we have auditions the first week of January when we get back to school.
Yeah.
So.
And how excited are you to do Newsies?
Oh, it's a dream. I saw Newsies when I was in previews in 2012. I was a sophomore in high school, and one of those, theater boys who's obsessed with Newsies, wanted to be a Newsie. I would sing it, in my living room till my mom told me to be quiet, all that good stuff. And I never thought I'd be able to do this, to be able to direct a show like that. So to be able to say that I can direct and to know that the kids who are going to be in the show are on campus right now and I don't even know them yet, that's really, really cool. So I'm very excited for it.
So how did you guys decide, how did you guys pick Newsies? What's that process like?
It's a huge, long process. So we have an executive board of 13 members, and each of us pitches a show. So that gives us 39 shows that we eventually have to get down to 12 and then get down to 6. And we do that through meetings and discussions and debates. And then once we have a top 6 shows, we present that to the rest of our staff, which is about, I think, 110, 120 other students who are sophomores, juniors, and seniors on campus. And then we all vote, they all vote, and then we take their votes, and then we as an executive board discuss and then ultimately choose what we think will be the best show for the experience for the staff and the first year and transfer students will be getting.
Okay, so it's sort of like America's Got Talent, but for musicals.
Yeah, it's the best way I've heard that described in a long time. So,
So for those not really involved in theater that might not know the plot of Newsies, could you start explaining it to me a little bit?
it's really cool. It's about...
Actually, we're going to interrupt you really quick. Explain the plot of Newsies without using the word news, boy, or strike. Go.
Some young people in New York decide they're not going to show up to work because...
Where do they work?
They sell informationals that you get from recycled trees, basically. Recycled? Don't check that.
Okay.
But, and they don't show up for work because Joseph Pulitzer, who owns this company that, informs the public, decides he's going to raise the price of the object that comes from trees that can be harmful. He's going to raise the price it costs to purchase that. And these young people come together, they form a union, and again, they don't show up for work until they get treated with respect. And eventually, the older generation hears the voice of the younger generation and listens to them. And it's a really cool, powerful story that I think matters a lot to today's world. It takes place in 18... Yeah. you see the papers? It takes place in 1899, which is a cool era. And that's like the gist of Newsies.
One of the coolest eras.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Top 4.
So one of the words that we banned you from saying was boys, but I know that FYP is thinking of doing something a little different with Newsies. So can you explain that?
Yeah, well, so when they made the movie of Newsies, they kind of were historically inaccurate. They only talked about newsboys, and then they kind of pushed all the female Newsies aside because historically speaking, girls were Newsies as well, and then Disney chose to exclude them for whatever reason. Disney excluding women. What? So we decided because in this theatrical age of Hamilton and an age where we're trying to strive for equality, we decided to do gender-neutral ensemble casting. So roles that maybe you may have seen on Broadway that are performed by boys are open for anybody, for any identity, and we're trying to get the best performers possible. Whether you can sing, dance, act, really anything, we want those individuals to come out and audition for our show. And so we're trying to take the Newsies people may know really well and then make it our own and make it, I think, the best for the society that we live in today and what's best for what SU needs as a campus.
That's awesome. So just logistics-wise, when will the show be?
The show is April 11th, 12th, and 13th, I believe. And it's in Goldstein Auditorium. That's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it'll be at 8 p.m.
Okay, great. And as the director of the show, when will your mental breakdown be?
Now? Is this it? Here, I don't know. No.
The first of many.
We're trying our best, trying to keep calm for now, and then we'll see how it goes.
So speaking of mental breakdowns, the news recently.
Oh, have you seen it?
We know that you are a broadcast and digital journalism major.
Yeah.
So you're pretty informed in the news, and then as well with the Newsies. You got to be keeping up to date with that. So we're going to play a little game with you
Oh,
here
boy.
today. So basically what we are going to do is we are going to give CJ both real or fake news headlines, and you're going to have to tell us which are real and which are fake.
I hope my professors aren't watching right now. This could get ugly.
All right, let's go. I'm
Sure.
excited. Let's get it ugly.
Okay, so your first headline, Alabama football player kills raccoon on the sideline during the game.
Oh, that's got to be true. That's got to be true.
I'm sorry, it's fake.
Oh no!
People are
bad
gonna.
start.
The Alabama demographic is not gonna be happy with me right now. So.
I mean, you're gender bending Newsies, so they probably weren't gonna be happy anyways.
Well, here's another state that you may or may not have an impression of. A Maine woman was known for selling artwork made from moose poop.
It's so weird. It seems really weird, but like art can be anything, right? So I feel like no one has a market on the moose poop painting industry, and I bet this woman in Maine, it's probably not a huge lot to do. I'm gonna say that's true.
True artist, it is correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank God. Thank
That was the most inspirational talk about moose poop I've ever seen.
That was the moose poop TED Talk I just
Yeah.
gave you. That's all I want for it.
Okay, so your next one, dead body on Ohio Road turns out to be a mannequin.
Oh. Where in Ohio? Can I ask that question? Cleveland? That's probably not. That's probably a true story in Cleveland, I'm gonna guess.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
I can't confirm it's in
My friends from
Cleveland.
Ohio are like, how did he deduce that? Like.
And we'll do we'll do our last one.
Yeah,
right here.
last final question, all right? American Eagle has released a new line of jeans with a built-in jewel charger.
That sounds like an Urban Outfitters thing to me. I feel like I'm gonna say that's false.
It was urban. No, but you're right. It was
Cool.
false.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
so much for
CJ.
coming,
Of
CJ.
course, yeah. We have an info session tomorrow from
Yes.
7 to 8 in Hall of Languages, room 114. So anybody who's interested, please come out. We'd love to meet you guys. You guys can hear more about Newsies. So yeah, tomorrow, 7 to 8, HOL 114.
But not if you're from Alabama.
But not no, anybody's welcome.
Well, thank you so much, CJ, for coming on our
Thanks
show.
for having
It's
me,
been a
guys.
pleasure to have you.
Really appreciate it.
Applause for CJ. So thank you guys so much for watching our first show of season 4. We're really excited that this is the first show, and we're really excited to, keep making shows. And I just want to congratulate Mackenzie on her first episode as our new co-host.
Thank you, Eliot. I'm really excited to be here and to be doing it with one of my best friends. So it's been great.
Is it the head writer or is it me? It's me. Okay, awesome.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching our show, and be sure to tune in 2 weeks for our next show. Bye, guys. Have a great night.
Good night.
Hi, my name is Adam J. Sperling, and I'm here with Live from Studio B to tell you. Nope.
That was not bad though. Good energy.
Okay.
Ew. We're about 65,000 upon graduation, which is one of the highest around the university.
But I mean, it is Syracuse University, so.
That's true. It is just Syracuse University.
Let's see what's up here.